So I guess we'll just have to bear with me while I learn what I'm doing. Okay, I don't see any. Okay. So I wanted to send some energy out. I feel like I'm on top of the camera. And that's how I felt when I was on the laptop. I was like right there. I wanted to try to maybe just sit back a little bit so I'm not on top of the screen showing all my wonderful imperfections. Okay, so for anyone who's watching, I want to send energy and frequencies to you. So if you would sit back in your chair and relax like you would as if you were about to meditate. When I do healing work, many times I don't come into physical contact with anyone. I do sometimes do the Reiki positions, hand positions, but for the most part I use the frequency of the reconnection. And so when I send to people, I certainly don't have to touch them, and I can send wherever I'm at. So let's do this. If you would like to send to someone, you don't need a Reiki attunement or a reconnective attunement. We have the ability with who we are as gods and goddesses to send energy just the way we are with no other modalities. So if you would like to join in with me and send energy to someone you love, a group of people, just Mother Earth, anyone around the world, it's all with your intent. It's always nicest to come from a place of love and compassion. It's very powerful. And I send also through the breath, through the eyes. So if you have someone specific in mind, I want you to close your eyes. You can put your hands up. You can put your hands together and start to feel your energy ball between your hands. Okay. You'll just feel the heat and a little bit of a resistance. Just stay in a relaxed state. If you need to go to someone and you want to do healing on them anywhere in the world, I want you to close your eyes and I want you to visualize a map from where you're at to where they are. And I want you to see a blue line, imaginary line in your mind from you to them going across this map in whatever way you want to get there. I want you to see yourself as the ball of energy and the ball of light. I want you to go along the map as a ball of light and travel along the map. It shouldn't take you too long. Go to the person, go to their house. If you don't have permission, ask their soul's permission. And if it's a no, you're going to know it. If it's a yes, proceed. You want to enter into their home. Go to where they're at, their computer chair, sitting on the couch, their TV chair, the kitchen table, or even laying in their bed. You want to go to them and visualize them sitting up in their chair. They could be standing in front of you or laying down. You are going as light and energy, and you want to enter through their feet. And as you visualize them in your mind and you see their feet, I want you to visualize the DNA helix structure that spins and goes upward. I want you to see that in both their feet, spinning up the body, and I want you to start soaring the light up into the DNA, into the cells of the body, and begin to fill their body with light in your mind's eye. Have the intent that you are going to push all negativity from their body, from their cells. Speak to their cells and to their DNA structure and tell them that you love them. If you need to forgive them, if you ask their forgiveness, you want to reach them on as many levels as you can with your intention. Fill their body with golden light energy. Send love from your heart. You can embrace them if you like. And then you may step back and come back on your map. Leave the house and come back on the map. When you come back to your location, I want you to release the ball of energy. I want you to make a slicing motion, cutting your energy off of theirs, and see the ball traveling back on the map and back to them. Okay, and that way you have psychically gone to them as light. You have separated yourself and your energy from them. So you won't have any psychic cords attached to you from them pulling your energy. You just wanted to fill them, send them energy, be with them for a few moments and then leave. There have been times when I've done healing in different locations around the world when I would do this. I came about doing this method the way that I just explained to you was a guidance that I received on how to go and do this. So it's very powerful. Don't be surprised if you hear good things afterwards. I always have. I have only had one encounter in all my years that someone didn't tell me that they had a positive experience. And the person was extremely negative, and you know, we're not here to force anyone to believe anything. We're here to help one another. Please make sure that you drink a lot of water when you do this, when you're done. You can have it sitting with you. When you finish, at least have an 8-ounce glass of pure water, purest you can get your hands on. Please don't drink city water and water that has fluoride in it. If you want to open up and awaken and tune your abilities, you need to stop fluoride. You need to stop chemicals and putting toxins in your body if you want to progress faster. If you just, it doesn't matter, then don't do anything different. It just depends who it is, what type of path you're looking to be on, and how fast you want to excel on your path. Remember, we want to keep things simple. It's very powerful. It's very important to keep things simple. And remember, we want to be ourselves, because when we try to fit in and we try to be like other people or try to be like the crowd, nothing positive will come from that. I've tried it several times, trust me. And it's no fun. when you're just not on the same level as some people. There is no fun in anything. So I like to have fun. I like to enjoy myself, and I don't like being triggered by people, and I don't like giving them that power to trigger me. So sometimes I fail, sometimes I don't fail. Anyway, I'm going to take a sip of my water, and you should take a sip of your water too, because we did a really powerful thing there where we went psychically, and we just sent healing. Now, I went to someone in my mind who I know needs it very much and always accepts it from me. So that's who was in my mind. You know, some people say, oh, you don't have to ask permission. You can pray or send for anybody. Well, you can. Some of the teachings in the Reiki is that you always must have someone's permission. Some people are in a coma. Some people aren't in the state where they can give permission. So that's when you get quiet and you want to speak to their soul and send the energy and see what energy you get back for a yes or a no. Sometimes you might be confused and you don't know. So in general, to send good thoughts and intent to someone is not wrong. It is not bad. And I'm sure most people need it. So So I hope that some of you who are serious about continuing doing some meditations and learning some different healing techniques from me would consider getting the selenite. They're either in wands or just pieces. You want to be careful because they do have little shards that can come off of them. I haven't been cut by any, but I do see them laying on the velvet, purple velvet on my desk. I can see the little baby shards that fall off of it. And I wouldn't want something like that, like a splinter, to get into my skin or anything. So this would be really nice for you to have for when we do our meditations. Even if you just sit it in your lap. And as I shown you in the video yesterday, the gorgeous amethyst, and I still haven't gotten the business card out from the store, but I know it's not far from me that had this. Their prices are phenomenal and the quality is amazing. I really need to find their information because I keep wanting to talk about them and promote them, and I didn't have time today to get the information. The other location that I speak of that I adore is the place in Boyertown, Pennsylvania. They do have a website. They're called Bays Rock Shop. I believe it's Beys. And they have several rooms. It's a very nice sized store. They get some really quality stuff in there and some huge pieces in the back. And they just have bags of these big geodes. They get them from Mexico and then they get them from somewhere else, and they have like 2 different kinds. And they're not bad. They're like $4 to $7 a piece, and they're like this big, and you take them home and you score them as best you can and you whack them suckers, and there's crystals inside them. So that's really cool. So those are my 2 best sources, other than just, you know, going on the mountain or just finding them. I think just finding them when they're popping out of the ground, when they, you know, just break free. When it rains, they work their way up to the surface. At least that's how it is here in the mountains. And when you go to the locations where they have the crystal veins and they haven't been touched for a while, and say no one's been there for like a year and they've had plenty of rainstorms, when you walk up on it, you want to go when the sun is high in the sky at noon and over your shoulder, and as you're walking, you can literally see them sparkling from the sun. And of course, they're clean and beautiful from the rain beating down as they pop up. And the rain will wash the dirt away from where they're popped up through, and eventually the crystal will be just sticking up, and all the dirt has washed away from it and around it, and they're just sticking up here and there, and it's just so cool just to go along and be able to just pick them in that way. And that's how we've got a lot of them. Once in a while we get to hit a vein somewhere, and then you have to dig out of it, but not so much. Sometimes these mountains up here have had excavators on them for different reasons, and they knock the crystals loose, and so we can get them that way. But I just love crystal picking. I think it's fantastic, and it's a lot of fun. And I had a great time raising my kids doing it here. I used to live in Carbon County, and we would go crystal picking when we lived over in that direction. And then I had gotten away from it, and I finally went again last year when my girlfriend came in from Texas. She's like, I want to go crystal picking again. So we had so much fun, and we went. And I really, really enjoyed it because it had been so many years, and it just felt like I didn't miss a beat when we were there. It was so much fun. All right, so I'm going to cut this video short. I'm going to come back and do another one, and I'm going to see, maybe we'll turn on the tablet and see about doing a few EVPs, because like I said, I wanted to take advantage of the veil being thin. I haven't done a lot of EVP work since my mom was ill. I've only done a couple. So I really think I would enjoy doing some of those. So I'm going to end this video and start up a new one because it's only 11 o'clock. So we've only been on for half an hour. So this was a shorty. And I'll be back. Blessings.